recycle? A few of you, maybe. However, most Americans do not. They think, what will my one can or newspaper do? It won't make a difference. Well, it all starts with one can. Did you know Pat Spillman's article quoted Boeing stating that 1 year's worth of Americans' trashed aluminum beverage cans would provide enough aluminum to produce more than 8,747 jetliners? And, according to Environmental Green, the Hershey Company produces over 20 million kisses a day using 133 square miles of recyclable aluminum that mostly ends up in the trash. One of the biggest problems in today's society is the ignorance of the importance and effectiveness of recycling. It should be a concern to everyone watching this video because the outcome of what we do today is guaranteed to affect our futures. After many hours researching recycling, I have come to know 3 things. First, the lack of recycling in the United States is a problem. Second, it is a problem that can be easily corrected. And third, it is a problem that if gone unaltered will change the face of our planet forever. By everyone watching this video doing something as small as recycling, we can make a big difference in the quality of life for all of our futures. With, according to Environmental Green, the United States making up merely 5% of the world's population, yet 40% of its waste, and with a total rate of United States recycling being only 28%, there is no doubt that the lack of recycling is a very significant problem. This is unacceptable. It should be a moral obligation for everyone in this country to make an effort to improve these numbers. According to the National Recycling Coalition, if the recycling rate for aluminum and steel cans, plastic and glass containers, newsprint and corrugated packaging were to increase just 10%, we would save enough energy to provide the required electricity to 1.8 million Americans for a year. As a matter of fact, American Recycler newspaper states that for every ton of paper recovered for recycling, saves 3.3 cubic yards of landfill space. This is a problem we can all help solve. Just by taking the little extra effort to drop your recyclable waste in the recycle bin instead of the trash, you are starting to do your part. The government became aware of how cost-effective recycling is in 1995 when it canceled its recycling program in Washington, D.C. to save money. According to Jim Montevalli's article, Recycling Redux, local citizens groups did some investigating and reported back that by recycling 26,000 tons of trash annually, the program had actually been saving the city $2 million a year. It was promptly reinstated. Local programs like this that attempt to mandate recycling are a very simple solution that have been shown to work. William Cohen's article spotlights Canadian province Nova Scotia's mandatory recycling program, which began in 1991, and within 5 years had met its clean air goals, and by its 9th year had reduced the volume of waste sent to landfills by 50%. Nova Scotia's simple solution of requiring people to separate their recyclable garbage into different bags before taking it to the curb has dramatically affected their quality of life for the better, cleaner air and less trash. We, as Americans, should strive to meet similar goals. Curbside recycling is another simple solution to encourage recycling. However, Betty McLaughlin, executive director of the Container Recycling Institute, is quoted in Environmental Magazine saying, "Half the United States population has no access to curbside recycling." With a lack of ease and convenience, many have concluded, why bother? Just imagine if the public facilities we visit each day, like shopping malls, gas stations, and parks, had convenient recycling bins. It could dramatically increase the percentage of recycling in this country, and it could improve our quality of life. If recycling in this country begins to decrease, the economy will certainly face another crisis. Sally Dineen's article tells us that according to a 2001 U.S. Recycling Economic Information Study, the recycling industry now employs 1.1 million people. That is more people than the auto industry. In the same article, editor of Research Recycling magazine, Jerry Powell, said the United States recycling industry now provides a major source of raw materials, and that without recycling, given current raw material supplies, we could not print the daily newspaper, build a car, or ship a product in a cardboard box. He continues saying, recycling is not some feel-good activity. It is one of the backbones of global economic development. In addition to the economy, our rainforests are being destroyed at a rate of 28 million acres each year, according to Environmental Magazine. The article goes on to tell us that not only are our rainforests Earth's most efficient environmental filtering system that provides us with the oxygen necessary to live, but the plants that grow there provide us with medicines that treat many diseases. For example, the cinchona tree is used to treat malaria, and the rosy periwinkle plant provides us with one of the world's most powerful anti-cancer drugs, vincristine. At the rate these areas are being destroyed, we are looking at the total destruction of our rainforest by 2035, a mere 25 years from now. Solving the problem starts with you. Just by doing something simple like recycling newspapers, plastic bottles, and cans, you are helping do your part. Other acts, like turning off the lights when you are not using them, riding a bike to class, or walking instead of driving, conserves fossil fuels like oil and natural gas, as well as protects Earth, according to an article in Environmental Magazine. You can also volunteer at your local Keep America Beautiful organization. Green HQ applauds this organization's Great American Cleanup Program, which diverts thousands of tons of trash and litter to recycling projects rather than landfills. So get involved, volunteer, or simply start recycling. It all starts with you, and every little bit helps. Just by dropping your garbage in the recycling bin instead of the trash, you are already protecting our planet. Remember, by each of us doing something as easy as recycling, we can make a difference in the quality of life for all of our futures. Do the right thing, take the initiative, and start recycling today.